Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to adjust rows and columns in Microsoft Excel. So let's check it out. You want to open Excel and open up a blank workbook. Just in case some of you are beginners, these A, B, C, D, E, these vertical, those are columns. Column A, column B, column C, column D, and so forth. And these going horizontal are rows, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and so forth. So let's begin by populating some data. And this can be anything you want, but I'm just going to populate a few cells of data. So I entered some data. And first thing you might notice is that this cell, it's clear up here, but down here I entered scratch pay and it's cut off. So this column B is smaller than the contents of this cell. So there are a few ways of adjusting the size. The first way is just going up and doing it manually. So you see as you move the cursor in between rows B and C, it turns into this symbol with an arrow pointing left and right. You can click and drag to resize column B. You can make it smaller. I'm not sure why you would want to make it smaller. Or you can make it larger. That's too big. But a shortcut is what I like to do is just double clicking. So you see scratch pay is cut off, its column B is small. You just go up between column B and C and double click and it auto fits to the largest item. So now you can see scratch pay clearly. And that works with multiple columns. Let's say all this data is scrunched up. If you click and drag A to D, you move your cursor in between any of these columns until the cursor turns into that symbol. Double click and it'll auto fit and make sure that all of these columns are clear and you could see the data clearly. And that works for rows as well. Let's say they're small. You can do it individually if you want. It takes a little bit more time. Or you can click and drag and then move your cursor to in between any of these rows and double click and it'll auto size it for you. And let's say you want these columns to be all the same size. All you do is click and drag until all the columns are selected. And let's say you click and hold. You see how it says width 7.33, 73 pixels. Let's say you want to go smaller to 60 pixels. Then all of the columns are now all the same size at 60 pixels. But that looks weird. So if you go in between the columns and click and drag and make them larger to, let's say 100 pixels. Now they're all the same size. And that applies to rows as well. Let's say you want to make it 45 pixels, height 27. Now they're all the same size. Just make sure they're selected when you do it. So that's how you adjust the size of your rows and columns in Microsoft Excel. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.